director. We are performing Spring Awakening. We are doing the straight play version of it because we didn't have money to buy the musical. All of our costumes were either thrifted or brought out of closets. We have also done a more modern performance. So this was originally written in the mid-1800s, I believe, and we are not in the mid-1800s. So it's more modern. As I said, I'm rambling. And so without further ado, let's get the show started.
It's so long, Mother. It's too long.
Wendla, you're not a little girl anymore. You're 14 now.
I'd rather never be 14 than wear a dress that long.
It's not too long. What can we do? Every year you've shot up another 3 inches. You're a young woman now, Wendla. That little princess dress you're wearing is starting to look ridiculous on you.
Mother, at least let me wear it till my next birthday.
Oh, if only I could keep you exactly the way as you are. Girls your age are such gangly, awkward creatures, but you're the exact opposite. I wonder what you'll be like when you've grown up.
Maybe I won't be here.
My darling, where do you get such ideas?
No, don't. I'm sorry, Mother.
Go on wearing your princess dress if you want. Perhaps I can add some fronts to the hem sometime.
Don't be silly, Mother. It's almost summer.
Go on, hang this up in your wardrobe.
You know what? I'm bored. I'm done with this game. Let's play something else.
Oh, come on. If you're gonna stop, all of us have to stop. What's the homework again?
Just continue on without me or something. You're almost done.
Where are you going?
Walk, maybe?
But it's nearly dark. Have you finished your homework?
I like walking in the dark.
For the record, the homework is a reading on South America, 7 equations, and 2 chapters of the Great...
Go to hell with homework, right? Jesus Christ, no matter what you say or do, always looming over you like a fucking shadow.
Well, I'm off.
Me too. Homework? Here I come.
I guess I'll be off as well. I'll walk with you, Ernst. Good night, Melchior.
Good night. God, wish I knew what we were doing on this earth.
I mean, why do we even go to school? Say what? I'd rather fucking die. No, I'm serious. Why do we go? To take exams. And why do we take exams? So they can fail us. They have to fail 7 of us. Only 60 of us can make it to the next class. If it weren't for my dad, I'd pack my bag and move to America.
No. Let's talk about something else, all right?
Shit, it's getting kind of dark. I should probably head home.
Still scared of the dark?
I mean, no.
All right. Come on, Lois, sit with me for a bit.
Hey, Melchior?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you done that math homework yet? Because you don't really have time with the geometry.
Moritz, just, there's no one else here. Spit it out.
Have you felt it?
Felt what? The male urge?
That.
Yeah, over a year now.
That I've been struck by lightning.
Was it a dream?
Yeah, there were these legs in the sky and blue tights climbing over my teacher's desk.
Georg dreams about his mother.
Oh, he told you that?
Yeah, in history.
Man, ever since that dream, if only you knew what I'd been through.
Bad conscience?
Absolute agony. I thought I had a disease.
I'll tell you what, I was better prepared. Only a little ashamed.
And look at you. You're younger than me.
Oh, come on, man, I wouldn't worry about it. You know Otto, right? 3 years older than us, and Hanschen says he still dreams about cake and ice cream cups.
How does Hanschen know?
He asked him.
Asked him? I wouldn't dare ask anyone.
You just asked me.
Yeah, so I did. Melchior, I feel disgusting. I'm sure my parents would rather have any other child.
Well, is there anything else you don't know yet?
I mean, where would I learn anything? I think those horrible things and I have no idea what they mean.
Well, I mean, I guess I could try and explain it all to you. You know, I learned some of it from books, picked up some from watching people. I'll tell you the one thing that really knocked the religion around on me.
No. No more for today, okay? I've got to go. I still have that reading on Central American math homework to do.
Hey, Moritz, tell you what, 45 minutes, come up to my room. I'll have it done. Even add a couple of mistakes so they know it's you, huh? And then I can try and explain the rest to you.
Listen, no, I can't just have a cozy little chat about sexual reproduction. Look, can you just write it down for me or something?
Moritz, you're being ridiculous. But if that's the way you want it.
I better go do homework. Good night.
Good night, Moritz.
Oh my goodness, it's so rainy outside today.
Let's go to the bridge. Elsa said there was a flood last night and Melchior almost drowned.
He's a good swimmer.
If he wasn't, he'd be dead. Marta, your braid is coming unloose.
That stupid thing. I hate having my hair always get in the way. I want to cut it off, but my parents won't let me.
I'll bring scissors to first period tomorrow and cut it right off.
Oh, please don't. My father would beat me black and blue.
What does he beat you with, Marta?
Sometimes I think I'm only there so they have something to shout out and beat.
If I were in your shoes, I would have run away a long time ago.
And end up like Ilse?
What do they beat you with? What do they use?
Anything? Does your mom think it's wrong to eat in your room?
No, of course not.
They enjoy doing it. They don't talk about it, but I'm sure they do. When I have kids, I'll let them grow like weeds in the garden. You leave them alone and they grow tall and thick. He's so cute.
They say he's third best in his class.
Mr. Knockerbrook told me he could be the top if he wanted. Melchior's attractive, but I always thought his friend was more sensitive, more soulful.
Moritz Stiefel. That boy is such a dumbass.
I've always liked him.
He's so weird. At Hansche's party, he offered me chocolates, and they were warm and soft, and he said he's been in his pockets for too long.
I remember that party. Tay was all over Melchior the entire night.
You know, Melchior's at the same party. He said he doesn't believe in anything, not in God, the afterlife, or anything in the world.
Hey, anyone seen Moritz?
Oh shit, he's in for it now.
Oh, one of these days, Moritz Stiefel will go too far, and man, that'll be it for him.
It's unbelievable. He's got some balls.
Where is he? What is he doing?
Oh man, I'm not saying anything.
Look, if no one's gonna tell me.
Okay, Moritz broke into the staff room after English.
He stayed last on purpose.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, there he is.
Dude, Moritz, what did you do?
Nothing, okay? I did absolutely nothing.
God, Moritz, you're shaking.
With happiness, okay? I'm shaking with joy.
Did you get caught?
I mean, no. No, I passed. I made it into the next class. I never thought I'd pass.
Congrats, Moritz. Be thankful you got away with it. Did Ernst pass too?
Yeah, I saw his name in the list.
But that can't be possible. With both of you, there's 61, and the upper class only has room for 60.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep us both on probation and let whoever has the best grades continue. But man, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to fail this time. I'm going to work hard this semester. Oh, it's on. Man, if I hadn't passed, I'd already decided I'd kill myself.
No, you wouldn't. That's bullshit.
You'd never even pick up the gun.
Moritz, come on, let's go. Wendla, is that you? I've been walking around here for forever without seeing anybody, and dude, you burst out of nowhere like something out of a folktale.
It's just me.
Wendla, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you were a fairy that fell out of that tree.
Nope, it's just me. Human. Wendla Bergman. What are you doing here?
Sometimes I like to come collect my thoughts.
My mom sent me here to collect flowers for my aunt visiting.
Have you found any?
A whole basket full. What time is it?
Well, what time do you have to be home?
By 5.
It's about 3:30.
I thought it was way later than that. I sat by the stream for ages, just daydreaming.
No, you have plenty of time. Come, let's sit for a bit. Wendla, can I ask you something?
Of course.
I heard you go visiting homeless people, giving them food, clothes. Do you go by choice or does your mother send you?
My mother, mostly. Why?
Oh, no reason, no reason. And when your mother sends you, are you happy to go or is it more of like a chore?
Of course I'm happy to go. Why wouldn't I be?
Because the children are dirty, the women are sick, and the men hate you because you don't have to work.
That's not true. And even if it were, I'd be more determined to go.
What do you mean more determined?
I'd be more determined to go. It gives me pleasure if I can help them.
So you help the poor because it gives you pleasure.
I help the poor because they're poor.
But you wouldn't help them if it didn't give you pleasure.
Can I help it if it gives me pleasure?
So it gives you pleasure. And at the same time, you get into heaven for it. I was right, you know. And because I don't like visiting sick and dirty children, well, it makes me a miser.
I'm sure it would give you a great deal of pleasure.
And because it doesn't, I'm going to hell. No. Genuine self-sacrifice does not exist. There's no such thing as selflessness. I see all these good people, so proud, so full of themselves, admired by all. Well, the bad ones are shunned. And I see you, Wendla, across the schoolyard, laughing, shaking your head, and I feel so far off. Like I'm looking at you from another world. But never mind all that. What were you dreaming about by the stream?
Nothing. It was nonsense.
Come on, Wendla, you can tell me.
I dreamt I was a poor beggar girl, and I was forced out into the streets every morning at 5, in the rain or snow, and when I came home, frozen and hungry, I didn't have enough money, my father would beat me black and blue.
Wendla, no, that's insane. Fathers like that don't exist anymore.
You're wrong, they do! Marta Bessa gets beaten every day and has the bruises to prove it!
Well, her father should be reported then.
Melchior, I've never been beaten once in my life, and I can't imagine how that feels.
I don't think a child's any better for it.
For what?
Being beaten.
Suppose this would be the sort of thing to do it.
This? Jesus, this would draw blood.
Melchior, would you beat me with it?
Beat you?
Yes, me, now!
No, Wendla, I'm not going to beat you.
Why not?
Wendla, no.
But I'm giving you permission.
No.
But I'm asking you
Are
to.
you crazy?
Melchior, I've never been beaten once in my life.
If you couldn't even ask for something like that.
Melchior, please.
I'll teach you to say please.
You're barely even touching me.
Because of your dress. Wendla!
It's barely beating, you're hardly hitting me.
Just wait, you bitch. I'll beat you.
Wendla!
What is it, Mom?
Come here. Your sister was visited by the stork last night, and it brought her a beautiful baby boy.
That's wonderful. That makes me not for the third time. Did you say Stork come in?
No, he just went away, but he brought you something, I think, a necklace.
I don't want a necklace.
Well, what do you want?
Tell me how it all happened. I'm 14. I'm too old to believe in some stork.
I couldn't possibly.
Why not?
Good heavens, what have I done to deserve this?
I'll go ask someone else.
No, don't. I'll tell you everything, just not today.
No, today, right now.
I can't.
Mother, look. I'll just sit down and be under your apron and I won't say a word.
Oh, all right. Are you listening, Wendla?
Yes.
In order to have a baby... Can you hear me? Are you listening?
Yes, Mother. Just say it.
In order to have a baby, you must love a man who you are married to. It is very important that you are married. You must love him with your whole heart. There, that's it.
There's nothing more to it.
Nothing. Now let's go. That skirt is awful pretty, Wendla, but it's far too short.
Well, here you are. Everyone's looking for you.
Go away.
What's wrong?
I said go away.
You can't tell me what to do. Let's go out to the meadows together. It's pouring and we'll get soaked. It'll be fun.
You smell the rain? The night out there must be completely black, and your heart. I can hear your heart.
Don't kiss me, Melchior.
I can hear your heart.
Only people who love each other kiss.
Love doesn't exist. I don't love you any more than you love me.
Please don't.
One more. It's just me.
Melchior, please. Please, Melchior, please. Stop. Don't. Melchior.
Dear Moritz, during these past 24 hours, I've gone over your letter again and again, and I thought about it very deeply. It is with a heavy heart that I write this reply.
I cannot give you the money that you require to go to America. Not only do I not have the money, but it would be irresponsible to give it to you.
But I must mention your, what shall I call it, concealed threat, that if you are unable to escape to Germany, that you will kill yourself. I know your father's angry that you weren't promoted to the upper class, but no matter how large the problem, one should not even consider this an option.
So, chin up, Moritz. Disasters take everyone by surprise. And if everybody reached for a gun or poison, the world would be empty.
Let me hear from you again soon. Your friend,
Benny Gabor. No. No, you know what? It has to be this way. I just don't fit in. And I just can't fucking care anymore. And I'm done being pushed around. No matter how you look at it, it all just boils down to one thing. The pressure. You know, I don't blame my parents. They must have had some idea, right? I mean, they're old enough to know what they were doing, right? No! No crying today, Moritz. And no thinking about your funeral either. There are so many people to say goodbye to. It'll take me a year to say goodbye to them all. No. It's a good thing I can look at this all with no regrets. Anyway, the main thing is, don't cry.
What are you looking for?
Ilse.
What have you lost?
I don't know.
Well, then what's the use of looking?
Where have you been?
I live with artists now.
Do they paint you?
Sometimes. Are you still in school, Moritz?
Oh, no, this is my last term.
Good for you. Once you get a job, the days just flash by. Say, do you remember when we used to play Pirates with Wendla and Melchior? Oh, what is he doing these days?
So, he's a philosopher.
Wendla came by my house with a pie earlier. I'd been sitting all day while Hendrik painted me. He's a disgusting man.
I've got to go.
Walk me back to my house.
Why?
Come drink lemonade and I'll braid your hair. It'll be just like when we were little kids.
I've got to go to do homework. Good night.
Good night. By the time you open your eyes, I'll be dead in a trash heap.
Ilse, wait! Fuck! God. One fucking word was all I needed. No. You know what? I'm not in the mood anyway. My heart would have to be happy and free, or something like that. Oh, Elsa. If only I could be you. What a missed opportunity. If I went with her, I could have been free, like her. You know, just a few minutes ago you could see the horizon. But now it's so dark. It's so dark and cold. I can't go home now. I can't go home now! Never again.
We must take action at once. The boy must be disciplined. If we fail to comply to the boy's expulsion, the authorities will hold us responsible. The consequences of that could be severe. We find ourselves compelled to pronounce the boy's guilt. Bring in the boy. Approach the table. After Mr. Stiefel was informed of his son Moritz's appalling act, he went through his things, trying to figure out a reason as why he did it. He came across a document entitled Sexual Reproduction. It contained immoral depravity we believe is a criminal act. It contained the most revolting images that only a degenerate would...
I will.
You will listen. After receiving this, we conducted an investigation and have determined that the handwriting is yours.
I will.
You will remain silent. Despite the proof, we believe that the suspect must be examined concerning the enormity of his actions. In other words, this immoral act has caused the recipient of it to commit suicide.
I will.
You will listen, and you will answer each question with yes or no. Do you recognize his handwriting?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the contents of the manuscript?
Yes.
Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
Are you the author of this obscene piece of work?
Yes, but I asked you to point out one obscenity.
You will only answer yes or no.
Ma'am, I have done nothing but write down facts. Show me one example of where this document contradicts accepted adult behavior.
You're trying to make a fool of me.
I haven't
You have
done
little respect for authority and the dignity of the educational system. Havel, take him down. He needs to be expelled.
Rest in peace, my friend. Have they found the pistol yet? No point in looking for something like that. Did you see him, Otto?
They covered him with a sheet. Did anyone see him?
Yeah, I did.
Was his tongue hanging out?
His eyes were lolling right out. That's why they covered him up.
That's disgusting.
They say his whole head was gone.
Still owes me $5. We had a bet he'd keep his spot in class.
Yeah, and you said he couldn't do it. It's your fault he's down there.
Don't be stupid. I've been up all night studying too. If he'd mastered his fucking Greek, he wouldn't have shot himself.
Have you done your essay yet?
I think I've done the introduction.
Who are you working with?
Robert, you?
Hanschen. I think he wants to do it on Achilles and Patroclus. In fact, we were gonna go work on it now. Hurry up. The grave diggers are coming soon.
Shouldn't we wait?
Why? We can bring fresh ones. And keep bringing fresh ones.
All right.
Every time I pass, I'll bring forget-me-nots from the stream and irises from home.
They look beautiful.
I barely gotten past the bridge when I heard the shot.
That's awful.
And I know why he did it.
Wait, why did he tell you?
Calculus. And keep that to yourself.
I will.
I have the pistol at my house.
Wait. Can I?
When I came by, I took it from his hands.
So that's why nobody could find it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, can I have it?
No! It's my souvenir of him.
Is it true that he's lying down there without a head?
He must have loaded it with water. There was blood and bits of brain everywhere.
What will Mother say when she finds out you left the living room? What will you say? Maybe you'll say you're looking for flowers. Why can't you control your mouth anymore? I don't know what is happening to me. There are no words to describe his feeling. The ground is soft. Not like rocks or thorns. I could barely touch my feet to the ground. I had such a magical sleep last night. It was strange and solemn, like a nun at communion. Fine, Mother. I'll wear the long dress now, even if it feels like a prison. But I suppose you're right. The short one doesn't suit me anymore. I feel like I should be ashamed, but I don't know why I have to be. I wish there was just someone who could hug me and I could tell them everything.
Those church bells, so peaceful. I know, sometimes I hear them and I imagine myself a pastor with a wife and a cozy home. Can you imagine something more lovely? You can't be serious. You're such a sentimentalist. I like to think of the future as an ice cream sundae with whipped cream on top. Some knock it over and start crying. Others mix it up and struggle to eat all of it. So, why not just skim off some of the cream? Yes, why not? When we look back 30 years from now, tonight will seem wonderful. Everything seems to be happening so naturally. Why wouldn't it? It was so unexpected, but I think if I were alone right now, I would cry from happiness. There's no time to be sad. I don't know where I'd be without you. I've never loved anyone like I love you. And so you should.
They needed a scapegoat. They couldn't just let all these accusations keep flying around without punishing anyone.
For 14 years, I have watched your enlightened method of bringing up children. Except nothing. You can't. I do not blame you for what has happened, but you cannot deny the damage that you've done to our boy.
But a reformatory would crush him. I don't know how any child could survive such a place. Oh, where did I go wrong? I can't think of anything. Oh, they've already expelled him. Isn't that punishment enough?
My dear, it's out of our hands. Whoever wrote what he wrote in that paper must be rotten to the core. What he did is a symptom of a deeper sickness.
You can't blame him. He is naive. If you put Melchior in a reformatory, I'll divorce you.
Fanny, you have to accept what's happening. The future is dark enough already. If I were to lose you too, I don't know what I'd do.
But I'll never see him again. He'll never be able to survive. He'll end up like Moritz Stiefel! Blame me! Make me pay! The guilt's all mine, but keep your hands off my child!
He has committed a crime.
He has not committed a crime!
But he has. This morning, Mrs. Bergman brought me a letter meant for her 14-year-old daughter. In it, Melchior begs Wendla's forgiveness and says that he will take full responsibility for what has happened. But in the paper he wrote to Moritz proves that he knew exactly what he was doing to her.
Impossible.
I'm afraid it's not.
Never.
This makes our decision easier. What else are we to do with the boy?
Send him
To
the
the...
reformatory!
Thank you for meeting me. Take her this letter. Make sure she gets it this time. Look, now I know. I'm sure she hates me. Do you blame her? I've taken her freedom. I've gone over it in my head again and again, but no matter what I try and make of it, rape is rape. But I'll escape. In a week's time, I'll escape the reformatory. I know someone who has the key. Tell her to meet me. I want to see her again. I need to see her again. I must get back.
How old are you, my child?
14 and a half.
Take these. I've been prescribing them for years. Within a week, he'll be good as new.
That's all it is, Doctor. Anemia?
Yes, that's all. You'll be fine, my child.
Can I offer you something to drink, Doctor?
No, thank you. My cab is waiting outside. However, I need to talk to you on my way out.
Of course.
Dear Wendla, I have seen how this society works, and in the end we only have each other, despite what else the doctor say?
Oh, nothing. Just that nausea is common for anemia.
He said I had anemia.
Yes, you're to drink milk and eat plenty of red meat till it improves.
Mother, whatever I have, I know it's not anemia. I know it isn't. I looked it up. It's a very cancer, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous, Wendla. Of course it's anemia.
It can't be cured, can it? I'm gonna die, Ernst. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die. You're going to have a baby. Oh, how could you do this to us?
I didn't do anything to you.
I know what happened, Wendla. You can't deny it.
But that's not even possible. I'm not even married.
Exactly. That's why it's so terrible. Don't you see?
No. I don't see. You're the only person I've ever loved, and you didn't tell me everything.
Be brave, Wendla. I've spoken to the doctor, and he knows someone who can fix this, and no one needs to know.
Where's that bucket?
It's Mother Schmidt. She's here already. Don't be afraid, Wendla. It'll all be over soon.
Wait. No! No!
They'll never find me out here. Well, they're searching the streets and the clubs. I can rest until morning. When light comes, I'll make my way through these trees and, well, for now, alone with the graves. No other living person has ever walked these graves with such envy, wishing I was among them. Oh, I don't have the guts. If only I were insane enough, a new grave. Here rests in God, Wendla Bergman. Blessed be the pure of heart. I've killed her! Wendla! I'm her murderer! No, I have to get get out of here.
Melchior, wait! It might be a while before we have this chance again.
Where did you come from?
The wall. Melchior, they buried me over by the wall. Give me your hand, Melchior.
No. You are not Moritz, Stiefel.
Your hand! You'll thank me before this is over. I came across here on purpose.
Don't you sleep?
We wouldn't call it sleep. We sit on church towers, houses, wherever we like, really.
You never rest.
We find ways to amuse ourselves. We steer clear of each other, but we see everything that happens in the world. We hear everything, too. And we know that everything people do and say is empty and futile. And we laugh at it.
What's the point of all that?
Does it have to have a point? We're beyond everything. We avoid each other because we are so boring. To our eyes, the living seem contemptible. We don't even pity them. They amuse us. Just give me your hand. If you would give me your hand, you would just collapse in laughter. I'll show you.
Isn't that what you hate?
Or above all that, we smile. I watched my funeral from above, and I had a really good time. It was all very comical. I cried more than anybody.
I can't say I feel like laughing at myself.
That's because the living are impossible to feel pity for. Granted, at one time that's the exact opposite of what I'd say. But now I can't imagine being so naive. Just give me your hand. Why are you so reluctant? In a moment you'll be looking up from above and you'll see.
Can the dead forget?
They can do anything. Just give me your hand. They can see the young and feel pity for them. They can see politicians panic by popular thought. We take note of lovers and observe how hostile they are towards each other. We see God and the devil making fools out of themselves, all the while trying to make fools out of each other. Melchior, it is the most wonderful feeling, and all you have to do is give me your hand.
Listen, if I do this, it is out of self-hate. I see no reason to continue living on this earth anymore. There could be no one more terrible than I.
Then why hold back?
You're faint. You're trembling with hunger, and you are no such mindset to make such a decision. And you, go back to where your pain came from.
Please, don't send me away.
Who are you?
Don't send me away. Let me stay for a bit. It's so cold and horrible down there.
Oh, so it's not wonderful. You've become such a liar, Moritz.
Are you going to tell me who you are or not?
The only way you'll find out who I am is by trusting me.
You're sure of that?
I am, and anyways, you have no choice.
You know what? Sure I do. I can give my hand to my friend whenever I so please.
Your friend is a fraud.
I don't care. Either you tell me who you are, or I give him my hand.
Well,
Moritz, he's right. I was lying. I was bragging. Listen to him.
Do you believe in God?
that depends.
Who invented, I don't know, who invented gunpowder?
Berthold swore as a monk in 1330.
Unfortunately.
You'd have hanged yourself.
What are your views on morality?
Am I a schoolboy to you?
I don't know what you are.
Listen, whatever they are, whatever this is, let's not sit around in a graveyard arguing like a bunch of drunk people at 3 a.m.
The ghost is right. Let me answer your question. The real product of morality is two imaginary forces, inclination and duty, and the result is always morality, and its existence is inarguable.
How come nobody told me that before? Huh? My idea of morality killed me. I shot myself because of my parents.
And that's exactly why you're not, Moritz. You didn't.
I am not that different from him.
Have I slipped your memory that quickly? I was there too in your last moments between life and death.
It's getting very cold. You know, they only buried me in my Sunday suit.
Goodbye, Moritz. Who knows where he'll lead me, but at least he's alive.
Don't hold it against me that I tried to get you on my side.
Farewell, my friend. Thank you for opening up to me. Those 14 years of friendship, all the good times we'd had. We were so close. Moritz, no matter what happens, no matter how these next years might change me, I will never forget you.
Thank you.
And maybe one day when I'm old, with gray hair, you'll seem closer to me than anyone else alive.
Goodbye, Melchior. Good luck.
Sorry, child.
And so the moon covers her face. And then she uncovers it and still has nothing to say. I should get back to my place. Straighten the cross on my grave that some idiot knocked over. But I'll look after Melchior. There's still hope for him. I'll watch as I decay and fade from the memories of those I used to know. I'll lie back in my grave, and I think I'll smile.